I often take videos down over time, as I mentioned previously, and I will probably start throwing some past vids back up, as I also mentioned previously, when the mood strikes me or I feel it's relevant. I feel this one is relevant, and it goes with my channel motto: commend the good, condemn the bad. I'll preface this re-upload with the following commentary, and at the end is the original commentary I added when I made the video. Often today, a common welfare check with police becomes some sort of unnecessary ending scenario involving an assault and or murder of a citizen, killing of someone's dangerous puppy, destruction of property of a citizen, unlawful expectation of a citizen to produce ID, and just a plain old fishing expedition for a crime by the alleged officers. So often the officers have less knowledge and or respect of the requirement to produce ID or even to speak to them than I do about proctology, though I can recognize an asshole with a badge when I see or hear one, but that's another subject. The point is, often the encounter is altered from a legally justified one to a scenario wherein an alleged officer's ego and power trip causes blindness to law, rights, liberties, and true requirements of a citizen. How often have you seen a simple welfare check converted by some idiot officer?
Day. Hey guys, what's going on?
Ignorant of laws and rights into an ego competition because their little fee-wings got hurt when the person knew their rights, exercised their rights, and refused to waive their rights. Defusing and de-escalation are long-lost arts in the police profession these days for most officers, in my humble opinion. How often do you hear today about an officer with the common sense and intelligence of cow shit, who couldn't pass an aptitude test to sweep floors, and with no ability nor desire to learn and know the law or rights of we the people, falsely make up laws and falsely claim a citizen has a requirement or duty to act or say something because of an officer's ego and ignorance? Well, if you haven't seen or experienced that happen very much, then you've been grazing in the pasture, sheep, so just bow your head back to the grass and wait your turn to be sheared and slaughtered. However, with all of my commentary in mind, and being reminded of those very issues in policing today, I thought I'd repost a video I have of an officer whom, in my opinion, did everything right during his little encounter with me when I stopped on the side of the road one night to safely check my phone. Let's watch Officer Conrad do his thing. Then you can decide for yourselves about the whole scenario.
You alright?
Yeah, I'm checking my phone. I didn't want to do it while I was driving.
Alright, just make sure you wasn't broke down or anything.
Oh, I'm good,
So
man. I appreciate it.
Alright.
I just didn't want to do this while I'm driving. I don't like fucking with that while I'm driving.
Alright.
I'll be done in like a couple minutes and I'll be going.
Oh, you're good. I just make sure you wasn't broke down in anything.
No, I appreciate it, sir.
Have a good night.
The cop haters will say I should have told him to fuck off and mind his own business. And honestly, there are some at the honorless police department I would have followed that advice about. The cop suckers will probably say I should have dropped to my knees and thanked him for doing his fucking job. Well, they're fucking idiots. Here's what I say. He did his job, professionally, respectfully, and was only as intrusive into my day and my time as was necessary to perform his duty. Further, he did not, quote, fish, unquote, for a crime through such means as continuously shining his light into my vehicle, trying to find something in plain view, nor asking me leading and intrusive questions such as, have you had anything to drink tonight, or do you have anything illegal in the vehicle. He didn't even ask, what's going on here tonight. He simply observed, performed a minimally intrusive investigation and contact, professionally and respectfully performed his duty, discovered no issue requiring his presence nor contact. Then he professionally and respectfully discontinued his contact and our interaction, retreated to his vehicle, then departed the scene. Oh, and he performed some over-the-shoulder defensive observation to ensure I wasn't going to jump out of my vehicle and start shooting at him. I, personally, don't see anything bad about this incident. I could have been having mechanical issues. I could have been having a medical issue. I think he did everything right in this scenario, and I'm giving him an A+ for approach, flashlight use to clear the rear area of the cab of my vehicle, communication, minimal intrusion, body position towards the back of the door and window, and not bringing his tackle box and fishing pole to try to fish for a crime. Now I realize some may say, well, it wasn't a traffic stop and you weren't detained, so it makes sense he wouldn't ask such questions nor continuously scan for plain view contraband and violations. And you are absolutely correct. However, when has the nature of the contact between an officer and a citizen ever stopped many of the officers you see, hear, and read about from going too far or fishing for a crime? It happens way more often than most people think.